Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Pokémon Sun Rainbow Wedlocke. In the last episode, we made our way through Route 8, running into some pretty tough trainers and making our way to the other end of Route 8, right before the Lush jungle, home of the 4th trial of our island challenge. We will be taking on Lurantis this episode. I am pretty excited to do so. It could be hard, it could be easy. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out. But first things first is I do have to actually point out, in the last episode I forgot to fight the Master Trainer at the beginning of Route 8. I said they have the Flying MZ from what I remember, and they have a Fearow, I think. And I forgot to fight them. I can only fight them after I've fought all the trainers that are in Route 8. I remembered as soon as I stopped recording, and I apologize for that. But we're going to start off this episode by fighting them, because I did fight all the trainers here on Route 8. So, with that being said, we're going to start this episode off with the Master Trainer for Route 8. They're scary, but hopefully Calvite will be fine. I know it has a Flying MZ. It's probably faster than Calvite. So I guess I can lead with Protect, actually, just to give myself some security. Like, I felt like I would have been fine. But I'm actually going to get rid of Charge. Yeah, I don't need Charge. I'm never going to use Charge. So let's just get rid of Charge, I suppose. Fearow is really dangerous, obviously. It's a strong Pokemon, so I'm going to give Calvite Protect. And by doing this, hopefully it uses its Z-move on the first turn, and I'll be okay. Obviously, there's no predicting what it's going to do, but hopefully it works out for me. I'm definitely worried about it a little bit, because these trainers can pack some punch, definitely. But Calvite's my best bet for it. So anyways, what's that? You want to battle me even when I'm using my full force? Fine, then beat every other trainer on Route 8 and we can talk. Who did I miss? Don't do this to me. I didn't miss a trainer on Route 8. I'm almost certain of it. Did I? There's nobody down here. I'm certain that you can fight this Fearow right away. Then who could have I missed? I missed that Pokeball. I know there is a little cave from the Lush jungle, but I don't think it leads you to a trainer. I'm gonna spray a repel really fast and find out where this trainer's at. Because I'm almost certain that you can fight this one right away. They have a Fearow, and they're not that hard from what I remember. Here's an Ultra Ball, so there's that. I'm certain that I fought everybody. Let me pop out the map right here. Does it not let me? I thought I could pop up the map like that. That's the Fossil Research Center. Is there a trainer that you can only fight during the day? That doesn't make any sense. You see that little area down here, like directly on the bottom of the map? That's where you can get a, you can get some sort of TM, but you can only get it after you've been through the Lush jungle? Give me a second. I'm actually going to look this up because I want to be certain. Maybe I just have to talk to her again. Nah, yeah. Give me a second. I'll figure this out. Okay, guys. I'm an actual idiot. Remember the fighting type trainers in the last episode I was talking about? They still classify as Route 8. So, yeah, I have to fight them first. But, yeah, yeah. I'm very good at the video game. That I am. So we're going to go fight them and then fight the Master Trainer. So it looks like it didn't actually matter that I forgot to fight her because I didn't actually forget to fight her. I couldn't have fought her yet, even if I wanted to. So let's go down here. This is also where you get Wimpod, but I can't get Wimpod because I already got my guy. I wasn't going to do that. Okay. I thought I had to interact with it, but apparently all you got to do is run into it. Maybe it'll just Wimp out. It's a bug water type. It's not that strong. I can do it with Malcolm. Get Malcolm a little bit of experience if I can manage to actually knock it out. On second thought, I'm not. I'm not gonna bother with it. Let's just run away from the Wimpod. It'll end up wiping out, and I'll waste my time and yours. So there's no real reason to bother with the Wimpod. But we can surf right here, and there is a double battle with fighting type Pokemon. I believe it's a dad and a son or something, or supposed to be. And they both have Machop. I remember this. It's no big deal. So let's fight this karate duo. I'm training together with the genius next to me in order to beat him. What? I thought they were supposed to be like Pop and Son, be like, let's fight together. Family that battles together stays together. That's a Oh, it is a karate family. Samuel and Guy. Guy Fieri here, rolling out for diners, drive-ins, and dives. I apologize. But yeah, they both have Machop. It's no big deal. Let's do this, Eris and Malcolm. Bring these two down and hopefully get Malcolm to level 24, which would be awesome. We'll only be one level away from Malcolm evolving, which would be really awesome. That'll definitely happen this episode. Wow, it's so laggy in double battles on a regular DS. I'll have Malcolm draining Kiss the Machop on the right, and we'll go ahead and Air Cutter that way to kill them both. I'm sure Eris will be able to take them both down, and Malcolm will get a little bit of damage on the level 19 one. Almost taking it out. That's pretty good work, Malcolm. And Eris will take them both out. Oh, wow, that one Machop happened to live. I should have done that on the left one, since it was a higher level. That was just a mistake on mine, but on my part, but it only used a Leer, so is it really a threat? Not really. So, it's fine. These two are pretty weak. If they had, like, Machop and Machoke, that would be pretty crazy, because Machoke would be over-leveled at this point. Or it would be, you know, illegal, because I think it has to be level 25 to have a Machoke. Yeah, I'm almost certain it's 25. Actually, might be 28, now that I think about it. It's one of those levels, but it makes sense that there's not a Machoke. And no level 25 for 24 for Eris. Malcolm! I can't talk, but, you know, that's fine. This is still Route 8, obviously, since we just discussed that, so there's no encounters in this water. There might be, like, a Pokeball or something. And you don't have to come back here with Sharpedo. Yeah, there is a Pokeball. There's no Ooh, a Water Stone! So you could have Vaporeon at this point. Not that you would want to, but there is no way to get a Fire Stone at this point. I know this because I used a Flareon at this point in the game, and I traded for the Firestone. It's something I never do, but I really wanted the chance to use a Flareon because they're underrated. They're underused. Nobody uses a Flareon, so I justified it in the fact that, you know, I had to evolve my Eevee. It was the only thing that I could use at that point, and I wanted to use it as a Flareon. I thought that'd be interesting, so I had an advantage against Lurantis in my original Moon Wedlocke that I shouldn't have been able to have, but it was my personal playthrough, so I thought, why not? It's something I would never do in a series of mine, just so you guys know, but, you know, I thought it was justified since who uses a Flareon, right? And it had nothing to do with wanting to use it for Lurantis. I just used it because, like, Flareon, you know? Like, why not? Jolteon's pretty good for the Totem, too. Like, not great, but it's decent. Because of, like, Pin Missile, I think that might work. I don't know. Anyways, Calfight should be up front, right? I just need to double check because otherwise we're in trouble. Yep, that should be all the trainers on Route 8, so it's time for this girl to fight me. You beat all the trainers along Route 8? Then it looks like it's finally my time to shine. Let's get this thing started, shall we? Yes, please. Then here I go. It's time for me and my Pokemon's Z-powered performance. Time for the Master Trainer of Route 8. This could be really deadly because I'm pretty certain I know what she has, and it can be really scary. Well, 2 Pokemon? That gets my heart jumping a bit. She leads with a Wingull, so that's immediately made my heart no longer jump a beat. Because it's just a Wingull, and it's going to go down immediately to a Spark. And the only thing it's going to do is help me. Because Calfight's going to go to level 25 because of getting the experience from this Wingull. Oh, it's faster than me. I should have expected that, but luckily Air Cutter missed, meaning we're going to be at full health for her strongest Pokemon and her ace. So that's Wingull down. Calfight's going to grow to level 25, which is really awesome. Anything? Yeah, Crunch. Oh, wow. That's really cool. We'll get rid of Bite. No reason why not. All right, Crunch is a really cool move to get at this point. And her ace is going to be Fearow. I knew of this, so it's not as threatening as it would be if you had no idea. But this Fearow has a flying type Z move, and I'm going to predict it uses it on turn 1, and we're going to protect ourselves from a little bit of that damage. Is it going to use it? Yes, it is. All right, I'm so glad I thought Protect. It's using Supersonic Sky Strike. But, luckily for us, we'll be alright. I hope. I mean, I'm pretty sure Protect does, like, almost everything. It'll just do a little bit of damage, I'm almost certain. Protect doesn't do fully against C-moves, but it does a decent chunk. Yeah. It was a crit, too! That would have killed Calfight if I didn't Protect! I'm so glad I taught Protect. Ooh, Aerial Ace. Oh, yeah, we're fine. Let's hit it with a Spark. Oh, man, I'm so glad that I taught Protect. A crit Z-move through Protect is scary. Luckily, it wasn't a problem for Calfight. I'm so glad I taught Protect. Definitely worth getting rid of Charge. Because Calfight would be dead. So, yeah. I'm glad. And she gives me an item, which is going to be TM58, Skydrop. I don't think it's any use. Can Eris learn Skydrop? That might be an interesting move to do against Lurantis. No, nobody can learn Sky Drop. I didn't think so. It's one of those niche moves that not very many Pokemon can learn that you would think would be able to learn it. Similar to Acrobatics in a way. Or that one stupid move that came out in Alola that nobody can learn ever for some stupid reason. I can't think of what it's called. Smart Strike, I think it is. Nothing can learn it, but Pokemon that really wouldn't be able to benefit too much from it. Because you have to have a horn, which I know move descriptions are nice and all, but since when do those actually apply? Anyways, I'm going to heal. Okay, guys, so one thing I want to do before I actually start this trial is I would like to come up here into the wild grass, hopefully run into something like a Trumbeak, because I feel comfortable about that. Please. Rattata's fine. Yeah, Rattata's fine, right? I mean, I can one-shot that. I was going to switch into Eris. Do I? I mean, I should be able to one-shot a Rattata with Malcolm. I hope I don't regret this. No, it's fine. Alright, so I wanted to do this because I wanted to get Malcolm to level 24. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, that's lovely. I know I can one-shot a Rattata, so give me another one, please. So the reason I want to do this is because I want to go into the trial at level 24, because I'm going... Yeah, that's annoying. I mean, I can do it with Eris, because I know I can one-shot it, and as long as it doesn't drop me below 40 health with Eris, I'll be comfortable. I didn't want to switch into Eris against the Rattata, because I know they have Pursuit, and I know it's not very effective, but it still could have gotten me off guard. Yeah, just do Sweet Scent, which is fine. So as long as it doesn't call in an ally, then we're great. If it does, I'll just run away. Okay, so we can go ahead and do this, and that's going to get Eris to level 25, and it's going to get Malcolm to level 24. Which is what I want for the trial. The level limit is 28 for Olivia, so there is no level limit in stone for Lurantis. I know Lurantis is level 24, but I don't have a level limit for it because the levels would be too close at this point. As you guys see, I already have something above level 24. It would have been way too close for comfort, and I knew that based on the original Wedlocke that I had done. That was the purpose of that playthrough, was to get level limits kind of down-packed in my head. So, the reason I wanted to do that is because I want to go into the trial leading with Bob. But I want to actually do the trial with Malcolm. Now, the reason I did this is because I don't want to go into it. I don't want to train Malcolm to level 25 and then find out that, you know, there's a couple things to fight. I don't remember if there's anything to fight in the trial itself. I think there might be a couple Fomantis, but there's no way to judge if I'm going to get enough experience to get Malcolm to level 25. So I want to lead with Bob, take out the weak little Pokemon with Bob, and I want to use a rare candy on Malcolm inside the trial site. So I can use Ribombee and Eris for the trial. That's my plan. But I don't want to, like, over-level by going to 25 and then getting, like, to 26 after the trial. I'd like him to be flat 25. So I'm not going to go ahead and evolve him until we enter the trial gates. I want to change his item. What could I give Malcolm, actually? I'm not too sure if the Aguave Berry works with Malcolm. That's something I really want to double check. Malcolm's nature is lonely. So I'm going to pull this up really quick. I'm sorry if this lags for you guys. I'm just Googling something really quick. Well, I'm using Bulbapedia, I should say. It looks to be that Pokemon with Naughty, Rash, Naive, or Lax confuses with Aguave. So lonely is fine, which is what I want. So, we're going to go ahead and give Malcolm the Aguave Berry, because I do plan on doing this trial with Malcolm. Even though Eris has more defense, I still think Malcolm will be my best bet, because I think I might be able to outspeed Lurantis with Malcolm. So, we gave him the Aguave Berry. There's nothing else that I want to do now, other than to lead with Bob and go into the trial right now. I think that should be good. So, let's go a little east here and enter the trial site and the Lush Jungle. Yeah, here's Route 5 again, by the way. There's some trainers in this route that I'll fight when I end up leaving, and then I can fight the Master Trainer down by Brookwood Hill that I had forgotten about when I couldn't fight until now. Anyways, let's enter the trial gates and enter the Lush Jungle. Okay, here's Mallow. I don't know if I can get my encounter until after I beat the trial. I'll try. I'm not too sure. She'll tell me. Welcome to the Lush Jungle, the trial grounds for me, Mallow. I knew it the first time I saw you and your team. You're chosen only the finest ingredients. That's why I'm going to make you help me. Oh, no, I mean, that's why you should try my trial. You're the one that got the sparkling stone from Tapu Koko, right? You're so ready for this. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and help her make a dish, I think is how this works. It's a weird trial. We need to go collect some ingredients for the Mallow special. We need a Mago Berry, Tiny Mushroom, Revival Herb, and a Miracle Seed. And she'll give me a forage bag to go ahead and get these ingredients. A useless key item that we'll have for the rest of the game, even after this trial is done. So, it's whatever. We don't really need to do it. So, we need to use Stoutland's help to go ahead and get these items. And we need those things. So, trial start! Let's get this underway. I'm pretty excited for this. So, I don't know if I can get my encounter yet. I'm almost certain that I can't. But if I can, I will. So, first things first, I'm going to go ahead in my medicine bag, and I'm going to use a rare candy on Malcolm. So, Malcolm's come a long way, and I'm really glad that I'm going to get to see him make it to a Brabombi. It's time for Malcolm, our cutie fly, to evolve. Malcolm was elevated to level 25. And with that, what? Malcolm's evolving! And with that, Malcolm has evolved into Ribombi. The Bombi! You know what I'm saying? Yeah! Malcolm's gonna be great now. Hopefully his defenses aren't too bad of a problem now, because he has evolved into Ribombi. And its data will get registered to the Pokedex. Let's see what it has to say about Malcolm, now that he has evolved. Alright, that is going to be that whole set registered. Yeah, we're on fire! That's what Rotom says. So it's the Bee-Fly Pokemon. It rolls up pollen into puffs. It makes many different varieties. Some used as food, and others used in battle. And with that, upon evolution, he gets the move Pollen Puff, which is really good. It's a 90 power special stab bug-type attack. It's awesome. I'm going to keep Struggle Bug because it can lower special attack if we need it. And I'm going to get rid of Silver Wind because it doesn't have very much PP. And it's only 10 power more than Struggle Bug. So with that, let's get rid of Silver Wind for Pollen Puff. I am so excited. The defense is still so bad, but, you know, what can you do? It's not the most defensive Pokemon. They're really frail, but hopefully we can use Malcolm to his fullest potential now that he has evolved. Alright! Now, don't spam A, because I'm going to end up using another rare candy on him that I do not want to use, because I've done that before. Yeah, I'm so excited for this. Oh, it's going to be great. So, if I can get an encounter, I will. If not, encounters won't count until I am done with the trial. But I do want to go ahead and get my encounter at the northern part. I think this is where I want to get it. No, this is not where I want to get it. The Pokemon that I really want in here is Pinsir. And, oh, please don't. Okay, good. The Pokemon I really want to get is Pinsir. I want it so bad. Passimian and Comfy are also things that I would really like. And this is the area that Pinsir is at 10%. So, we're going to hope for the best. Yeah, let's do it with Bob. So, my encounter for the Lush Jungle could possibly be... I don't know if I can catch Pokemon yet. If it doesn't let me, it doesn't count. But I'd like to see. Maybe you can't run into anything, actually. Yeah, you can't. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So I'll get my encounter afterwards. I did not know that. I apologize. So I believe this is where you get the first item, right? What's out here, actually? This is actually that area I told you about with the TM. I think, no, but there is a TM. What is it? TM86, Grass Knot. Oh, wow, Grass Knot's pretty good. I have no use for it right now, but it's there should I need to use it at some point. Let's grab this. I don't know what it is. I think there'll be a Pokemon here when I get it. Yeah, it's the Revival Herb. And I'll get attacked. Yeah, you get attacked every time you get one of these ingredients. So I'll let Bob get some experience with this. But I've got to remember to put Malcolm up front when it is time for the trial totem battle. But I want Bob to be up front because Bob is the lowest level right now. Oh, level 23. Dang. I should still be able to... I think Acrobatics does less than Flame Charge. Maybe? It doesn't matter. I'm just going to use Flame Charge. Yeah, we take it out in one hit, so it doesn't really matter. It gets Bob some free experience since he is the lowest level. It's not very much, though. That's why I didn't want to rely on it to get Malcolm to level 24. Well, to 25. Yeah, so that is the first one. That's the Revival Herb. There's still 3 ingredients to get. I don't have to worry about encounters, clearly, as nothing appears until after you do the trial, which I appreciate. Also, if you get Eevee, you can use the Leafeon. So I could actually use Leafeon if I use my Eevee. That would be really cool, actually. That would be so awesome to use a Leafeon. I'll consider it, definitely. What's this? An X defense. I'm not using X items. I don't think I have a rule against them, but I just don't use them. I don't like to use X items. Oh, I actually did use one, actually, in, Alima fight. I forgot about that. I allow them, it's just I try not to most of the time. They cost one of my items, so they're risky sometimes to use. I think there's an item if I smash these. Yeah, this is the Miracle Seed that we need. And we get attacked? No, we don't get attacked with that one. Alright, we have 2 more ingredients to get before the totem comes. After I get the final ingredient, I will put Malcolm up front, because obviously it's going to get really sketchy. Ooh, a big root! That could actually be really good for Malcolm, since he has Draining Kiss. Definitely something to consider. I think this is an item right here. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't want the tiny mushroom, do I? Is it the tiny mushroom or the big mushroom that I need? The big mushroom attacked me. What's that? Is that a Shiinotic? Ooh, Parasect. That's really cool. Yeah, but I'll be able to destroy that with Flame Charge. Even if it does do something to me with Effect Spore, it's still fine. I'll be able to take it out in 1 hit. I think I needed the big mushroom and I picked the wrong one on accident, but I think it'll give it to me after beating the Parasect. Maybe it only attacks you if you pick the wrong one. Doesn't really matter. It got Bob to level 24 right away, which is really awesome. Gets everybody kind of rounded off, and we get Bite. Ooh, that'll be really nice. I'll get rid of Workup, because we need Bite. Bite's pretty helpful. And once it becomes a Dark type, if he gets to Incineroar, then Bite will be Stab, which is good. Oh, we'll get Darkest Lariat, so I don't think it really matters, actually. Oops, Tiny Mushroom, that's great. Yeah, that's the one we needed. Okay, I don't know exactly what we need still, but I know this is the way to get it. I'm afraid that it'll start the fight right away, so since Bob got to 24, I'm going to go ahead and put Rabambi up front. Or Malcolm, just to be entirely safe here. Oh man, I'm worried that Aeris is my best bet for this fight. 42 defense, 36, 57 special attack, 90, 45 attack. I'm gonna leave Malcolm up front. I think Malcolm's my best bet, even though Aeris will probably do a better job. I really want to use Malcolm. So, with Malcolm up front, let's fight this final Pokemon, get our final item, and we can start the 4th totem battle of the game. I'm worried, I'm not gonna lie, but I think with Malcolm being faster than Aeris, Malcolm being my fastest Pokemon on the team, probably, I think Malcolm will be my best bet. I shouldn't be worried because this is like the best pair I could ask for this fight. But, as you guys know, always be wary. Things can always go wrong no matter how good off you think you are for a fight. Never let your guard down. It can get bad. And this is going to be our Mago Berry. So that's the final item. Is it going to take me straight to the fight? Because if it does, then I was right. No, it does let me walk around. That's good. And there's some honey here, which is pretty cool. I do want to double check. Who's faster, Aeris or Malcolm? And who's the fastest Pokemon on my team? Because I'm curious. 76. Oh, yeah. Faster than Bellamord. I definitely think that Malcolm's my best bet. I want to be able to outspeed the Lurantis. And I don't know if Aeris will. So, let's do this. I'm excited. I think we should be okay. Hopefully, everything goes according to plan. Everybody's fully healed, right? I just want to double check I didn't take any damage somehow. No, everybody's good, so there's nothing else I can do now other than approach the entrance to the Lush jungle and get this totem battle underway. Hey, Dionysus. Great, now that we've got all the ingredients, we just need... Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, how are you, Mallow? Look, it's the other trial captains. The 2 that we already beat their trial. We're about to add another one to our list, Kiawe and Lana. They brought a thick club and a rare bone, and Lana brought us some fresh water and a rocky helmet. Because you got to put on that helmet. It's so intense that you got to, prepare a little bit. They're going to cook up a storm and lure out the totem Pokemon of the Lush jungle. Let me see what you've got for me. 1 Mago Berry, Tiny Mushroom, Revival Herb, Miracle Seed. Alright, let's make the Mallow special. The aroma of this tasty dish will draw the totem Pokemon right to us. Are you ready to start cooking? It asks you. That's really good. I'm ready to cook up a storm. Let's do this. Alright, Lana, flip that rocky helmet over, fill it with the fresh water. I think that's what she said. I don't really care about how we cook. I'm not a chef. I am a wedlocker, and we have to pound the ingredients, so I guess they're Cooking with Kroma, episode 1. Crush it. Wait, is that what it said? I hope. Like, I'm gonna crush this fight! I'm gonna crush this video! I'm gonna grind my Pokemon! No, I don't know where I'm going with this. Mush it? A unique aroma named Kroma begins to waft around the area. You feel a piercing gaze from somewhere within the underbrush. Here we go. There it is. Alright, time for the 4th Totem Pokemon of the 4th trial of the Pokémon Sun Rainbow Wedlocke versus Totem Lurantis of the Lush Jungle by Route 8 on Akala Island. Let's do this. Its aura flared to life, raising its speed. Oh wow, I didn't know that. I need your help, Malcolm. I hope my speed prediction was necessary and that you outspeed regardless of its speed. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, though. It raised its speed 2 stages. I don't think anything at this point could outspeed this thing. I was unaware of that completely. It uses physical attacks, so there's not much I can do here other than just hope for the best and blast this thing with a pollen puff. So, I know Lurantis can call in 2 different kinds of Pokemon. It can call in either Cast Form or Trumbeak. I know the Pokemon it calls in is based on the amount of HP that it has when it calls in its ally. Trumbeak could kill my entire team. It has Skill Link with the move Rock Blast. It could literally kill everything I have with 1 attack. But I don't know when it comes in. If it's at full health or if it's at half health. I'm gonna pray that it calls in that Cast Form like it has every other time I've fought this totem by doing what I do best, and that's attacking. Malcolm, I need your help. Ooh, X Sizzle right away. That's good though, it didn't use Sunny Day. Alright, hit it with a Pollen Puff, Malcolm. Nice, that did a lot. Alright, what's it gonna do? Please be Cast Form. It did. Beautiful. Alright, I feel no fear now. Because no matter what, it's going to take 2 turns for it to set up Solar Blade. Wait. No, it's not. It has a red herb, doesn't it? It might. Okay. So I know this Cast Form's going to go for Sunny Day. And it's going to be able to use a Fire-type Weather Ball on Malcolm. I'm just going to hit it with a Pollen Puff and hope that Malcolm can take the Solar Blade that is inevitably coming his way. I almost did it on Cast Form. That would have been so bad. Synthesis! What? That's fine, though! Pollen Puff should take it out! There's no sun right now. It's not going to do enough. It might not. Pollen Puff, Malcolm! Come on! I need your help bad! Oh, God. Sunny Day. It's going to use a Fire-type Weather Ball. I hadn't thought about that at all. I have to switch. This might have just cost me the fight. If I stay in, and if Malcolm took the Solar Blade, uh-oh. I'm gonna pray that it uses Synthesis. That's all I can do. If I switch into Eris and it uses Solar Blade and Weather Ball, Eris will die and Malcolm will be stuck to fight in the same situation he was already in. The only thing I can do is pray that it uses Synthesis. Otherwise, Malcolm's time here will come to an end. Alright. I feel like this is the best thing I can do. Synthesis, please! Yes! With the amount of HP that it's at... Wait, it's gonna fully heal itself because of the sun, right? No? No. Pollen Puff should do the job. But I have to take a Fire-type Weather Ball. Lurantis is down, but this fight's not over yet. Malcolm, I know you're frail, but you've got to take this stab Fire-type Weather Ball! It might not be stab. I don't know how that works. Come on! Oh, no, Malcolm! I knew! I knew that was going to be a problem. That was just a complete oversight on my part. I did what was right. If I led with Eris, I don't think the damage output would have been enough to do this. You know what? If I led with Eris, this wouldn't have happened. Acrobatics would have done more than Pollen Puff. I did that. That was my fault. All this good gameplay. And I just lost Malcolm because of my own mistake. I was thinking about Trumbeak. I wasn't thinking about Weather Ball. I don't know how that completely went over my head. I know how cast form work. I've used one before. And that oversight cost Malcolm his life. At least he managed to take down Lurantis, so nobody else had to die because of it. Eris, I need you to come out and avenge Malcolm. I know this fight's over. Cast form can't do anything to Eris. But if I would have switched and it used Solar Blade, Weather Ball with Solar Blade would have killed Eris, and I would have been stuck in the same situation had I stayed in. Is why I didn't do it. Oh, the worst situation, because Lurantis would have been healed. I had to focus on taking out Lurantis and hope that Malcolm could have taken that Weather Ball, because I should have led with Eris, and it's my fault. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it now. This fight's over. It was close. If Malcolm would have been able to take out Lurantis on that second Pollen Puff, I would have had time to switch to Eris for the Weather Ball. But unfortunately, it happened to hang on with just 1 HP, and at the end of the day, that's what cost Malcolm his life. I wanted to do this fight with Malcolm, because he just evolved, and Eris was just the better option for this fight. And that's my fault. I can admit to that one. Like, I play great sometimes, but there are some times where I just don't do everything 100% spot on. And this was one of those moments. But luckily, we ended up getting to take down Lurantis with not much of a problem. And we couldn't have done it without Malcolm's help. And we'll always remember him for doing that for us for the rest of this playthrough. I'm still proud of how he did, even though he unfortunately didn't get to make it out alive. But with that, that's the 4th trial complete. And we get a new Z Crystal. Trial complete. Oh man, that was hard. It's an easy fight with everybody that I have, but I should have led with Eris. Acrobatics would have done so much more damage, and I just should have led with Eris. I would have if I had thought about the fire type Weather Ball, but it completely went over my head. Alright. Like, it's a blessing in disguise, as bad as it is. Because right now, we were at the point where we were going to get absolutely demolished by Olivia. But not only did Malcolm help us beat Lurantis, but he also helped us better our team for the fight that comes ahead. And now we can catch the Pokemon in the Lush Jungle. And since we have already entered this area before Malcolm died, I am able to catch my Pokemon here before I continue on. Not that it's going to be any good, probably, for what I need to add to the team, but I would like to go ahead and catch my Lush Jungle encounter before I head back to the PC and say our farewells to Malcolm. I'm gonna get it spicy. Oh my god. They're gonna make me meme after what just happened. So, the next place to head to is Olivia's Grand Trial. Yeah, I'm disappointed. But right here, we get the move I was talking about earlier. That's the TM for Smart Strike. That's going to be TM67. I doubt anybody on our team can learn it, but maybe. I really doubt it. It's a very niche move, but we're supposed to meet him at the Dimensional Research Lab. Does he take me there right away? That's irritating. No, he doesn't. Yeah, we cleared all 3 of Akala's island trials. And it's time to take on the Kahuna. Yep. We're going to have to catch some Pokemon in the Lush Jungle. At least one. Well, I am going to go ahead and say goodbye to Malcolm. But I do want to get my encounter for the Lush Jungle before we do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put Bob up front. Put Malcolm in the back. We'll say goodbye to him very shortly. But I do want to go ahead and get my encounter before we leave the Lush Jungle. I know I could come back, but it's just easier to get my encounter right now. There's nothing else that we need to do in the Lush Jungle other than that, so... there's nothing in here that could actually help me. Maybe Passimian? But... maybe not. I'm gonna Spirit Repel just so I don't get my encounter right here. Because that would be unfortunate. I would like to get my Pokemon in the northern section, like I said. Because Pinsir is the most common thing up here. So, I'm just going to run off my Repel. And we're going to go ahead and get our encounter for the Lush Jungle. Oh man, I'm so sorry about losing Malcolm, guys. I really liked Malcolm. Malcolm was somebody I was really looking forward to using. And I know he just evolved into Ribombee, but... unfortunately, his time came to an end because of something dumb I did. I should have led with Eris. I was more leading with my heart, and I wanted Malcolm to go ahead and get a fight in as a Ribombee. I wanted him to do it. But unfortunately, he just wasn't able to do it on his own. All because of that Weather Ball. But anyways, my encounter for the Lush Jungle is going to be... not a Morlul. We already have a Morlul, meaning this Morlul does not count. Maybe it'll let us get a Pinsir. I would love to get some luck. Pinsir is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And I never really get to use them because any game that has them, they're really rare in. So, you know, they're still pretty rare here. 1 in 10 being 10%. Alright, my encounter for the Lush Jungle could possibly be... not a Trumbeak. We already have a Pick-a-Pack. Meaning that this Trumbeak does not count. Trumbeak? No, Trumbeak. B. Aw, Malcolm. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm really upset about that one. Like, it's one of those deaths that really grinds me. Alright. My encounter could possibly be... not a Trumbeak. I have to do this. I'm not just going to cut. Everybody be like, you cut to get Pinsir. If I got Pinsir. And I'm not... you guys know I don't do that crap. So, I'll just leave it in as long as it takes. If it doesn't take that long. Like, if this goes on for like 20 encounters, I would jump cut it. But, you know... 4 or 5 or 6. It's no big deal to show. A Comfey! Whoa! Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, my encounter for the Lush Jungle is going to be a Comfey. Interesting Pokemon. 5% as well, so it's even more rare than a Pinsir. Unfortunately. But it's something I would have liked to have. It's one of the 3 Pokemon that I wanted. So let's hit it with a Quick Ball and hopefully we just get lucky right here. Yeah, we did. We caught ourselves a Comfey. Interesting. It's a really weird Pokemon. One that I never thought I'd get a chance to use because they're so rare. It's the only place you can find it, and they're a 5%. Well, we actually got one. I'll take that. So, yeah, what's the Pokedex have to say about Comfey? Other than the fact that he's the most comfortable man in the world. Anyways, he's the Posy Picker Pokemon. It attaches flowers to its highly nutritious vine. This revitalizes the flowers, and they give off an aromatic scent. This is archaeological all over again, isn't it? Anyways, I'm going to check my naming theme, which is NPCs and monsters from the online game RuneScape. I'm going to find myself a name for this Comfey, and I'll be right back. So, I got a name for this thing. It's not really fitting. I don't really have anything flowery. But I like the way it sounds, and it has no fitting meaning at all. It's a random NPC that sells baked goods, but I like the way it sounds. I think it sounds pretty neat. So, the name of that seller, and the name for this Comfey, is going to be Nefertari. So, we have Nefertari, the Comfey. I'm probably butchering that name pretty bad, but let's go ahead and see what Nefertari's preference is going to be. What nature do you have? And what ability? Triage. So, triage or something. It's the healing term. The thing of the medical term. I forget how to pronounce it. I know how to pronounce it. My mom was a nurse, but I don't remember. But it's interesting. And its nature is quirky, which means that it likes males only. So, that's cool. It's different. It's not opposite. So we have a males only Comfy. Definitely not the Pokemon that I thought I was going to get, but it's a welcome addition to the PC. So let's send it there. Okay, so I'm going to see what my next encounter would have been. Just so the game can rub it in that I would have got a Pinsir and everybody can giggle at me in the comments section. Because I know everybody enjoys to have a good old laugh at Corm's expense. Pinsir? Pinsir. No comment! Like, genuinely no comment. Wow. Appreciate you too, game. Beautiful. Alright, guys, back into the PC. So, Nefertari only likes males, so we're going to go ahead and mark him and put him in the correct PC box. There's more likes males than anything right now, which is actually pretty cool to see. Everything's pretty even for the most part. I like it. So, well, no any Pokemon, but you know what I mean. So, with that being said, we do have to say goodbye to the fallen Malcolm of the Totem fight. I really liked the chance of getting to use Malcolm, even though he didn't last as a Ribombee for that long. But with that being said, it's time to say goodbye to Malcolm, the Ribombee. Let's say goodbye to Malcolm. So my encounter for Route 2 could possibly be a cutie fly. If it's a male, I really want it. Come on. It's a male. My encounter for Route 2 is a cutie fly. Awesome. Malcolm was one of my favorites on the team. I really enjoyed Malcolm. He was kind of quiet for the most part because he didn't have too much going on for him defense-wise, and he was just genuinely really frail. And he was finally going to get his chance to shine, but my carelessness, not my carelessness, it wasn't careless. He could have done it. Yeah, I just completely forgot that cast form was a thing until I started the fight. I prepared for Trumbeak. Not really, there wasn't too much to prepare for. If Trumbeak came out, we were in trouble, but who would have thought that cast form was the real terror of that fight? Let's say goodbye to Malcolm. And it puts me in a spot that I haven't been in for some time. We haven't had to replace anybody since before Wishy-Washy, and it's been a while. So I do have to think really carefully about what's coming up. So I need a partner for Eris, obviously, and there's a lot of different options. I do want to point out, just in case anybody's curious, I am not allowed to evolve my Eevee into Vaporeon. Vaporeon is a part of previous game clause, meaning it is not an option for this playthrough. It would be phenomenal to have Vaporeon for Olivia, but I'm not allowed to do it. So, it's out of these Pokemon, because they're the only thing on the team that like females, which is what Eris is. And Eris only likes males. So, this is where it gets tough. I can't use Yakamaru. I just realized this. Because she likes females. But Eris doesn't. I didn't think about that. I was just gonna be like, Yakamaru's my best bet. But I can't. Okay. So I have to use one of the first 4 Pokemon right here. Actually, I never thought about that. But I didn't. I just been stacking them up and stuff. But I want to go ahead and separate these Pokemon that are different genders. I had completely disregarded that as a thing. I don't know what I was thinking there. So let's go ahead and just move these Pokemon around quite a bit. And the males can be down here. I've just been stacking them in, but it matters what gender they are. Even though I hadn't really considered that. So, okay. Ace's genders don't matter. But I can't add an ace. So I could, but it'd be a lone wolf, and I'm not ever going to do that. So I do have to add one of these 4 Pokemon. Zygomite just sounds like the best option. I can either use Zygomite or Leafeon, and I was really considering Leafeon earlier in the episode. Obviously, Valerio is a phenomenal Pokemon. It would be great for Olivia. It would probably be the best option here. But I really dislike Mudsdale, and I've used one before. So I'm considering on not doing that. And Atlantis obviously is no good because they don't have that much HP. But they would both be great options for the trial. I have a big weakness with Rock. Rock is covered with all of these Pokemon, which is a blessing in disguise. I can't think of any other weaknesses on Eris here. Rock. No electric. Can't think of anything else. Electricity doesn't have a weakness other than ground, which is nullified. Flying is weak to rock. Electric. I can't think of anything else that it's weak to for some reason. So, like, my big weakness here is rock. I don't know how Zygomite's defenses are. I'm gonna look into these, because, like, I don't know how its defenses are. And I know Olivia uses a lot of physical moves. But I know Leafeon has a truckload of defense. What is Impish exactly? I forget. Minus special attack plus defense. So it would be phenomenal of a nature for a Leafeon, and I can use that right away. But I don't know what moves it gets upon level up. So I'm actually going to leave that here. I think I'm going to decide the Pokemon that Eris is going to be partnered up with in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, a like is appreciated. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Wedlocks like Pokemon Sun, feel free to subscribe. And in the next episode, I'm going to add a new partner for Eris, get him all trained up to level 24, 25, and then we can continue on down Route 5, back to the main city, Hiya City, I believe, and make our way through Diglett's Cave, and make our way towards the second island kahuna of the game, being Olivia. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.